Page 65, 66. How'd we do? What can I do for you here? Questions? Questions on 65, 66? Going once? There's got to be something. Something. 7? You got it. Problem number 7, they have f at x. That's a fancy way of writing y, okay? All right, it says apply the fundamental theorem of algebra to determine the possible number of roots in the function. Roots is another word for solutions or zeros, okay? So if we take a look at number 7, what is my biggest exponent up there? What's my biggest exponent? Biggest exponent, the power, the hat. 3. That right there. So 3 solutions. That's all you have to put. 3 roots. You could even put zeros. Yeah, that 0 means it's where it crosses the. What else did you see? What else could I help you with? 23. Hey, how are you? Cool. Cool. Remind me in a little bit, and I'll definitely put you in. Is that cool? 23, you say, right? Are my feet in your way? I am comfy. 23. Okay. So, ready? I'm going to go 9x times 9x. That's going to give me 81x squared. I'm then going to go 9x times 4, and I'm going to get 36x. And then I'm going to go negative 4 times 9x to get negative 36x. And then I'm going to go negative 4 times positive 4 is negative 16. Do I have like terms up there? Yeah, these go gone.
I recognized it when I was in the
Did the first and the last? Perfect. All right, there's number 23. What else did you see? Yeah, it's 81, yeah. That might look a little nicer. What else? 12? Number 12. So they have an XY axis there. And they have this. It crosses the x-axis once, so one solution.
Wait. We didn't do 12 though.
It's okay. Didn't hurt you to see it.
Yeah.
Didn't unlearn you from anything. What else did you see that I can help you with on 65, 66? No, but I will. $65, $66. All right, so friends, because it is equal to 0. No, I don't. I mean, I do, but I'm not going to. Well, there's nobody in there. It's locked. So. No, you got here late. Sit down, please. All right. So the only difference on this, we're going to factor it like we have been, okay? So there's a 1 out front. Multiply, I get a negative 30. If I get a negative, what do you know about the two numbers? If I get a negative 30, what do you know about the two numbers? Yeah, one of each. So you know that 1 times 30 is 30. You know that 2 times 15 is 30. You know that 3 times 10 is 30. And you know that 5 times 6 is 30. Okay? So which of those, one being positive and one being negative, would add to 13?
5 and 2. 5 and 2.
Fif-
15 and 2 on 15 and 2.
Yeah. Why is the 3 and 10 not going to work on this one? I agree that 13 plus 10 is indeed, or 3 plus 10 is 13. Yeah. So that you got to be careful. So watch your signs, okay? So I have a positive 15x and a negative 2x. Okay? If you chose the 3 and the 10, you're going to get it wrong. Okay? So then I get x squared plus 15x minus 2x minus 30. Okay? Factor it like normal. Well, I guess I could bring it down. That's okay. Okay. And then the middle sign comes down, and I can factor a 2 out of both of those. Because I factored a negative out, the signs change for both. So I get x plus 15 and x minus 2. Now, if you stop there because we had equals 0, you're going to miss 2 points. Okay? So these are equal to 0. So you set each of them equal to 0 and solve. Okay, on this one, I just subtract 15. And on this one, I add 2. So that's my final answer. Okay, so the big clue on these, friends, if there is an equal sign present, you are trying to get the solution. So you have to take your 2 binomials that it came out to and set it equal to 0 and solve each of them. Okay? Does that make sense?
Didn't we just it's the same number as the multiple that we used. So then you switch the.
Yes. That is exactly right.
Would that be a shortcut or?
In some cases. Where that would not work is if my lead in front of x squared was something other than 1. Then you're going to catch yourself in some trouble. Okay, does that make sense? So being I try and stay consistent on what I'm working, show it working out. If you show the consistency, it'll work out for you. Okay? Any other problems off this page that I can help you with? 10? Thanks for asking about number 10, by the way. Number 10, we have y equals negative 16. Friends, are there any x's in this problem?
No.
0 solutions. Okay, it will not cross the x-axis. There's nothing I can plug into it to make it 0. Okay? Anything else? 20? Number 20. Oh, okay. So, number 20 says this. So, y is x equals 5 and x equals negative 3, not the answer. Very good. Very good. Because this is a 4, this is not a 0. So it won't work. Okay? That's the main reason. Good job, Nick. Okay? We comfortable? Well, this might have a solution. It's just what we know so far. We don't know it. Okay? All right. Really short notes today. I am on page 67. Page 67. Okay. So, my friends, like that last problem we just did, now I'm going to show you how to make it work. Okay? Problem number 1. Is it equal to 0 as it sits? No. I'm going to add 3 to both sides and get this. Now it's equal to 0, so you can go and you can factor it and set factors equal to 0. Okay? Is number 2 equal to 0? Is number 2 equal to 0? I'm going to subtract 9x from both sides. So I get x squared minus 9 equals 0. Or 9x, excuse me. And then if you were to solve this one, you could factor an x out. Okay, some of you are chatting a little too much, and then you're like, I don't understand this. Let's clue in why.
So is it always the number that you take away? Or
It's opposite sign. Okay, the reason I work number 1 out is I can work it out on number 3. Is number 3 the same thing as number 1? Yeah. So this theoretically should have been this. Okay. If I factor it out, I'm just going to kind of quickly do it. So you factor it like normal, get to this, and then you set each one of these equal to 0. And x minus 1 equals 0, so x equals 1. Okay, I didn't factor it our traditional way. We have factored, but the point on these is you want it to be equal to 0 before you factor it. Okay, it's a big no-no if you don't. Okay, number 4, it's not equal to 0, so I'm going to add 4 to both sides. So then you would factor 2x squared minus 9x plus 4 equals 0, so factor this like normal. And then set them equal to 0. And solve. Okay? Number 5, it's equal to 0. So can we do number 5 as it sits? Yeah. Anyone know what's the special thing about number 5? Is this our new favorite thing? Where we have x plus 2 and x minus 2? Take the square root of each. Set them equal to 0. I skipped a step, but there's our answer. And then number 6, it's equal to 0. So I can factor an x out. Okay? So those were kind of handed to you. These are problems that we've definitely seen before. Now they're equal to 0, and we can solve them. What about number 7? Is it equal to 0? Okay, now the key in factoring, friends. The key in factoring. Ready? You want the x squared term to be positive. So is the x squared term on number 7 positive? Yeah, it's 3x squared. So it's a positive 3x squared. So I'm going to move everything else over. So I'm going to add 20x and subtract 32 from both sides. And then solve this like you normally would. Okay? And then this one. Let's see. I guess I could factor an x out. That leaves me x squared plus 1. Okay, let's see who was paying attention yesterday. What do I do with this 6? Ignore it. Ignore it. Ignore the 6. Okay? And then you're going to say, hey, can I factor this? Can I factor x squared plus 1? Is x squared plus 1 the difference of 2 squares? Or it is the sum of 2 squares? Yeah, this one won't factor. And if it won't factor, we call it prime. It has 0 in the word real because the real number system. It actually has 2 complex solutions, which are part of the imaginary numbers. But we're not dealing with those yet. We got algebra 2 to worry about that. Cool? All right, my friends. I got to remember what I gave for homework on this. Or maybe I didn't. Yeah, we have. So blue worksheet, right? Blue worksheet. Do you all have one?
Yeah,
That's it.
I finished it already.
Okay, hey, where can you find all of these answers worked out? Yeah, so guys, go into Schoology, go and find Algebra 1. Take a look. This is in this week. Hey, friends, which one of those videos do you think is the blue worksheet worked out? Yeah. I just have to point out the obvious because someone's not going to figure it out. Okay, so, my friends, you now have enough knowledge that you can see how that blue worksheet will work. So what I want you to do is I want you to make sure the blue worksheet is good to go for tomorrow. You still with me on this? And I'd like you to work out page 69 and 70. And how about we do number 2, number 5, number 9, number 11, and number 12. Deal? You have the rest of the period to get your blue worksheet good to go for tomorrow. You are welcome to be on your phone watching my video if you need that. And then 2, 5, 9, 11, 12. Oh, and while we'll come around, what was the homework? I'm checking this. What was the homework from last night? It was page 65, 66. And what did we do? All of them? Okay, so 1 through 23 odd. So I'm going to come around and check this off right now. Deal? Everyone happy? Can I stop recording?
Yeah.
All right.